In this week's sports commentary, Grant Boziacki shares some of his fantasy football expertise.
Fantasy football, can't go without it, right? Hopefully everyone out there is remaining patient as we're in the meat grinder portion of the season. Bye weeks are in full swing and injuries are always inevitable. Hopefully this past week you didn't go up against Steven Gostkowski and his 21 fantasy points for a kicker, I must add, because I know I did. Hashtag fantasy life. Despite my 2-3 record, thanks Monty Ball, I'm keeping my head held up high. Now moving on to this week's advice, because that's what I'm here for, right? If they're not already picked up in your league, two of the hottest pickups hail from the New York Football Giants. Andre Williams and Odell Beckham Jr., both rookies, have some major appeal. Williams is going to get a lot of carries, and this week he's going up against the disastrous Eagle defense. While Beckham is someone you might have to be a little more patient with, but he could pay major dividends when your star receiver hits his bye week later on in the year. He was drafted 12th overall, and now finally healthy. You better believe the G-men will feed him the pigskin. Two other wide receiver notes. Don't sweat Kelvin Benjamin's lackluster outing last week in Chicago. He's going to continue being a great value pick for your fantasy team. And lastly, one of my deep sleepers heading into this year was Rams wide receiver Brian Quick. He's been solid, don't get me wrong, but with that being said, he might be a guy you should try to look to trade with his value currently where it's at. Remember, he plays in the NFC West and has yet to face Richard Sherman or Patrick Peterson yet this year. So, just worth mentioning. For Coyote Sports, I'm Grant Boziacki.